Solving Poor Air Quality by Leah Johnston. Did you know that air pollution kills more people each year than smoking, car crashes, and HIV combined, and we're breathing in it every single day? You can't see it, but poor air quality affects everyone, especially people in cities and people with underlying health conditions. And yes, even us healthy students walking to class. Today, we'll be reviewing the causes of air pollution, who is most affected by poor air quality, impacts of poor air quality, realistic solutions we can take as individuals and a society, the barriers that stop people from helping, and how to break those barriers. The causes of poor air quality. Most air pollution today is caused by human activity, especially burning fossil fuels. According to the article, Air Pollution, Air Quality, and Climate Change, fossil fuels release over 8.5 billion tons of CO2 into the atmosphere every year, contributing to both climate change and poor air quality. On a smaller scale, everyday choices matter too. The Missouri Department of Natural Resources warns that burning household trash releases significant pollutants that harm air quality. Even our heating and energy we use at home can play a role. These combined sources create the air pollution that affects millions of people every single day. Air pollution impacts people differently depending on their age, health, and location. Children are especially vulnerable because of their lungs are still developing. Older adults and anyone with respiratory conditions like asthma are also at higher risk. There's also a disproportionate impact on lower income communities, which are often located near highways or industrial zones. And even if you're healthy, long-term exposure affects everyone. It builds up over time and contributes to heart disease, lung disease, and more. The effects of air pollution are deadly and very far-reaching. Air pollution contributes to asthma, heart disease, and premature death. A tragic yet real-life example is Ella Kissy Deborah, a 9-year-old girl from London whose death was the first in UK legally linked to air pollution. Children are especially vulnerable, but even healthy adults are at risk from long-term exposure. Globally, over 1 billion people live in cities where the air is unsafe. And 39% of Americans are breathing unhealthy air every single day. These aren't just numbers, these are lives. Other impacts of poor air quality include disrupts of ecosystems, and it also reduces biodiversity. You might be thinking what one person can do to help fight air pollution. It seems like such a global issue, but you don't have to make huge changes to fight air pollution. Small daily actions go a long way. For us OSU students, we can walk or bike to class instead of driving, use the OSU or COTA buses when we can, and at home we can cut energy use by using energy-efficient appliances and maintaining our heating systems. We cannot burn trash or leaves as it releases toxic pollutants. And it's not just outdoors. A study in rural Mexico found that using properly vented stoves instead of open fires reduces respiratory symptoms. These are simple changes, but altogether, they can make a real difference in our community. We've seen how small actions can help, but real change requires policy support and strong organizations behind it, and you can help with that too. One of the best examples is the Clean Air Fund, which runs global programs like Breathe Cities to help governments reduce pollution through planning and cleaner transit. You can support these efforts by donating or just advocating by contacting your reps, voting for clean energy policies, and attending events on our campus. These aren't just ideas, too. The Clean Air Fund helped London cut nitrogen dioxide levels by 36%. These strategies work, and lives have been saved because of them. If you're a student like me, money can be tight. A big barrier that we come across is that you can't afford to help. A common mindset is, I'm a student, I don't have money to donate, to buy solar panels. But here's the thing, you don't need money to help. You can use the OSU and COTA buses, you can walk when it's possible, and you can share petitions and awareness content online. You can email your local rep or politician, and you can volunteer at campus events like Earth Week. For example, OSU students helped raise awareness during Earth Week through tabling, recycling drives, and walk campaigns. No money, just time and presence. Another barrier we come across is that we might think our actions won't make a difference. We think we're just one person, what difference can we make? But individual actions, when repeated by many, leads to collective change. For example, during the 2020 lockdowns, when vehicle traffic stopped, air pollution plummeted. And in London, with coordinated policy and public support, cut nitrogen dioxide by 36%. As students and citizens, we are called to action. Improving air quality doesn't require significant financial investment, but simple everyday actions like using public transportation, walking or biking, and participating in campus sustainability initiatives can collectively make a substantial impact. Consider London's experience. The expansion of the ultra-low emission zone resulted in a 27% reduction in nitrogen dioxide levels citywide, showcasing effectiveness of coordinating events. I encourage each and every one of you to adopt at least one environmentally friendly habit this week. Your individual efforts contribute to a larger movement towards cleaner air for all of us. Thank you. And here are my references.